Again, welcome back to the new World Walker channel. Out and about. In regards to my last little rant there, I mean, those of you who are in the know, and I'm sure there's quite a few of you out there, you'd understand what the agenda is. He's not asked about the agenda, he just bats on and does his thing, but you understand what the agenda is, Agenda 2030, the Great Reset, Club of Rome, Bilderberg Group, all these secret little meetings and think tanks that basically want the new world order in place. You will own nothing and be happy tagline. It's not really a tagline, it's what they want, and they've got these parasites in place now. The Trotskyite starmers of the world. It will literally accelerate the agenda that they want, and any collateral damage along the way is, unfortunately, they're not asked about. They want to accelerate it. They want to get you on UBI, universal basic income, for those of you who aren't familiar with that. They want access to your bank accounts. They want access to your phones. They want access to you. Everything that you say, everything that you think, everything that you spend. The full it. Agenda 2030. Net zero nonsense. You'd only be allowed to eat so much meat. You will eat the bugs, as they say. It's all there in the public domain, but people are too either ignorant or blind to see it. And when you try and point it out to people, you get labelled the usual bollocks. But listen, it's happening, and it's accelerating fast, because there was no way that the Tory scum were going to be able to implement it, because people had lost faith in them and they'd lost trust in them. So they literally sabotaged their own party to hand over the baton to the woke, liberal, left, socialist, Trotskyite, communist, whatever you want to call them, scumbags that masquerade as Labour. And they're basically going to come for everything that you've got. Any savings you've got, any money you've got, they're coming for it. Because the only way they get to implement the agenda, what they want, is that when you're skint, they can give you your UBI as long as you toe the party line. And that's what's happening. But people still can't see it because the football's on, and it's soul destroying that you're shouting into the void for these people to see what is happening. Council tax going up, raiding pensions. They're coming for your wedge. Anything that you were savvy enough over the years to put away a little nest egg for yourself for when you retire, they're coming for it. They're basically saying if you've got over 16.5 grand, I think it is, in the bank, savings wise, you won't be entitled to any benefits. Now, I haven't obviously got anywhere near that kind of wedge you've got, but there's people who have, and the people who've been savvy enough to invest and save, they're coming for it. And they're playing the long game. They're playing the long game because ultimately, most of us who are my age, 50s and above, we're not going to be here when this is in literally full steam ahead. Once it's all implemented, we probably won't be here. So they're coming for the next people, the next batch of people. That's why they indoctrinate the kids in school with all the climate bollocks to frighten the life out of them, where they'll sacrifice their lives at the altar of net zero, and they're never ever gonna be able to enjoy the things that we took for granted. You know, going on holiday, the only joy you get in this dystopian nightmare, little holiday every now and again. Every dystopian movie or novel or futuristic novel that you've ever read has always had these grey, low, suffocating, headache skies. They've always had them. You know, you don't see, you know, in Blade Runner, it's not a clear blue, you know, beautiful sky, is it? It's grey, rain coming in sideways, freezing, cold, dystopian nightmare. And that's where we're at. People need to realise, and they need to understand that this is where we're literally sleepwalking into. Stay positive if you can, because it's going to get dark.